Boom. Keep him coming.
Going viral like a damn infection. Picking up traction, check the inflection. Woo woo woo, it's the health inspection. Yeah, I heard you was sick. I'll check out my next trick. Hey, I'ma tell you what I know about the man hanging 5'2" up on your TV set. From the ultimate broski, from the LI I was sent. Yeah, I've been to hell and back, cause I was so hell-bent. Being this good is a crime. Sipping my Bud Light lime. The girls, they think that I'm fine. Yeah, they know it's my time. One chance, you wanna show off, come on and show it. I won't miss this, I won't blow it. Woo, 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 you know it.
The crew spotted some uniforms around here.
Hey guys, Pure Nightmare here doing another commentary for Bobbybarks. This is the 2v2 Cold Cupid versus Special Mats. Now, this game has been a bit of a balls up, and I'll explain why as we get more towards the end. For now, we are with Special Mats who get the fantastic headshot on Cold Cupid. Smoke bomb one side, nail bomb the other. Smoke bomb misses, nail bomb misses. Spec there with the burst. Matt comes in, gets the down, and that encounter goes to Special Mats. Back with Cold Cupid. Special Mats putting the pressure on. Having a listen, trying to corner shoot a bit. Smoke bomb up and over, misses. Some nice dodging there by Speclizer. Nice one burst from SkillzFrosty there. Just trying to find the other one, but can't avoid that revolver action, and unfortunately doesn't get the two. Back with Special Mats who are up by 3. Matt just thinking about throwing his molly, gets the molly hit, not the down. Trying to corner shoot with that revolver. 2 mollies come in, all hell breaks loose. And Speclizer is the only man left standing. Back with Cold Cupid and RomanceJones. Choosing to use the semi. Some nice semi action there, takes the down. Special Mats go running back. They know they can't save him. Smoke bomb in from SkillzFrosty. Manages to get it. Twat bats him down, takes the armor off. Maybe a bit of explosion expert. Tries to take the helmet off, but gives up. And lets him bleed out. No, they don't. Okay, back with Special Mats now.
Try some smoke off
Couple of smoke bombs thrown, both miss.
That fucker ain't getting up.
Speclizer with the skates. Although the animation failed, he did get the he did get the twat bat down. Molly thrown, misses. Spec putting the pressure on, but gets flamed through the window by RomanceJones. Matt with the molly gets the hit, not the down. Backs away.
Hey, look, Firefly, watch yourself.
Sees somebody there, starts punching him and gets twat batted down himself. Back with Speclizer, just having a listen, thinking about what he's going to do. See SkillzFrosty over there, thinks about throwing a molly, changes his mind.
Hey, look, Firefly, watch yourself.
Oh, smoke bomb in, does get Speclizer, gets the armor off, gets him down, manages to get the molly out just in time.
That's one.
And Special Mats win that encounter. That was an excellent play by Speclizer. So Special Mats are up by 3 at the moment. Couple of more mollies. Tries to get the revive in. Can't do it. Cupid lose that encounter. And Special Mats are now up by 4. Now there's
Hey, look, Firefly.
8 spawns left on the losing team. There's 4 minutes left. There's still a chance this could go any way. However, this white plug here that you're seeing now, that's going to be a bit of a problem for Special Mats. Special Mats are currently up by 4, taking the win. And Matt gets kicked, leaving Speclizer on his own. Speclizer backs away, tries to get a bit of distance. Now basically, because this video ends pretty abruptly, I'm going to tell you now. Speclizer quits hoping that they'll get a rematch. However, Cupid do not agree to that. So Cupid do take the win because of the lag. Well done, Cupid.
Thank you for those commentaries, Vaughn and Laura. Yeah, very interesting ending to that last game there that you watched. And just to clarify on the winner of that game, the rules of the 2v2 tournament and any tournament that I host really is that, and you can see it highlighted on your screen here, that if a player rage quits or loses connection, the opposing player or opponents in the 2v2 case get to decide on whether to allow a replay or submit the game as it stands. And the reason why we make that rule as it is that normally that happens when the player that leaves the game is in a losing situation. So the opposing player gets to choose the outcome of the game because they're in the winning situation. The odd occurrence in this one is that the team that gets the option this time was that they was in a losing situation. So the Matt lagged out of the game and Speclizer left. They were actually winning the game. So Romance and SkillzFrosty had the option to replay the game or let the game stand as the scoreline, even though they were losing. And the odd thing that happened here is they wanted the game to stand as it was. They refused the replay, even though they was losing, which didn't make any sense. The reason behind that is that they felt that Speclizer was camping. Now, I hate camping as much as anyone in this game. I detest it. Anyone that's followed my channel for as long as it's been going will know that whenever I've been playing public lobbies, whenever I've been doing live loadout tryout or the challenges or anything like that, whenever I've come across campers, I've always called them out on it. I hate it. And when I've been doing the commentaries within the tournaments, if I've seen people camping, when Demetrius Killer was the first person to do it in Quarter 2, I called him out on it. You know, we made a bit of a song and dance about it. All right, it was comical. I tried to make it funny, if you like. When Speclizer did it against Kodonrix, we made it funny. And then we banned it. In Quarter 4's 1v1 tournament, we banned it. I haven't actually written it into the rules for the 2v2 tournament or the 4v4 tournament that it's banned. So for Romance and Skills to try and use it as a way to disqualify Matt and Speclizer is arguably the wrong way to go about it. But I have got that little rule in there that says that I'm open to certain things about disqualifying people, and it's tough shit if you don't agree with certain things that I'm going to put in there. And if I do feel that people are taking the piss, I will disqualify them. If I see Speclizer doing the type of things that he were doing in Quarter 3 that he did to Kodomrix and Demetrius Killer, I'm going to disqualify him. If I see people hiding when they've got a 2 or 3 spawn lead to run the clock down, I'm going to disqualify them. If I see people move camping round the map, purposely evading combat when they've got a 1 spawn lead with 2 minutes to go, I'm going to make them replay the game. I always want people to replay the game. You know, the rules are there to kind of fall back on if, you know, people, you know, if there's a flaw in the game. I always want people to replay the game. I'd rather a replay happen and somebody go through by winning the game because they're the better player or the better team. You know, I don't want somebody to go through on a technicality, and I think anyone that's going to win this tournament would rather win it because they're the better player or the better team. And I know that the rules that we've got in these tournaments don't necessarily mean the best player wins or the best team wins, but certainly you want to win the tournament because you've won it by being the best player or the best team based on the rule set. So, anyway, as it stands, I reviewed the footage. I didn't think Speclizer or Matt was camping. You know, people were stationary for 5-10 seconds here and there. If I were going to disqualify or ban people for being stationary for 5 or 10 seconds, nobody would make it through to the final. Everyone does that from time and time again. If I were going to make people replay games for doing that, we'd never get to the final. We'd be replaying games left, right and centre. So I explained that. People didn't want replays, so we had to make a decision. Unfortunately, Matt and Speclizer had to go through. Simple as that. So, thanks for your patience. You understand why Spec and Matt went through. Please keep it civil in the comments section. And here is your semi-final draw for the 2v2 tournament. What's going on, everyone? Bobbybarks here, and welcome to the semi-final draw for the 2v2 randomised tournament. That's right, we're down to the last 8 players, and we're finally going to see the semi-finals. So we've got Belfagor 2002, Fear My HR, Thoughtslayer 72, Alenda Dizablau, Speclizer, MattBRFC03, God68, and Andy67861127, aka Bunch of Numbers. Very exciting stuff. A lot of players here I didn't expect to see in the semi-finals, I have to say. A couple of familiar names. Nice to see Belfagor get here. Obviously, he was a fan favourite in 1v1 Quarter 4. Withdrew, though, because of going on holiday over the Christmas period. Speclizer's obviously here, who we saw win Quarter 3's 1v1 tournament. He beat Andy in Quarter 3's final as well. So there's some names from the 1v1 tournament. Fear My HR, who was Two-Face Ghost as well, was a big name in Quarter 4's 1v1 tournament. So some real big names in there. Some unfamiliar names. Gods, unfamiliar from the 1v1. Alenda wasn't in the 1v1. Thoughtslayer not in the 1v1 as well. So some unfamiliar names as well as some big names as well. So let's do the draw. I'll do a dummy draw first just to remind you how this works. So we click on all the names and we just randomise the range, and then it puts them in an order who we would like to see. So we have the player in row 9 and 10 with each other versus the players in row 11 and 12. So that would be how it's going to work. But we'll do the full draw now, and then we'll just slot the names in so you can see who's going to be playing who. So this will be the actual draw for the semi-finals. Exciting stuff. Boom. So we got Thoughtslayer and Matt versus Alenda and Speclizer. We got Andy and Fear My HR versus Belfagor and Gods. So really exciting draw there, actually, looking at it. Andy and Fear My HR are both HR players. Both of them can use a burst rifle as well. So I think one of them will go burst and one of them will go HR. Belphegor is naturally a VR player, and Gods I think is a burst player based on his previous games. So that'll be a VR and a burst versus a burst and a HR. Not sure who'll come out on top of that. I think if Belphegor is on top of his game, they may have the edge. But I think if Andy is on his game as well, and if Ghost is on his game as well, that could go either way, to be fair. Certainly an interesting encounter. A lot will depend on who goes with which weapon in Andy and FMI HR. Now this one will be very, very dependent. Thought Slayer I think is a semi-player and Matt is a HR player. Now Alender and Speclizer are both burst players, so one of them is going to have to drop their speciality there, and that could be detrimental to how that goes. I do know Spec is okay with the HR, but I do think Spec is better with a burst than what Alender is. I'm not sure what Alender is like with other weapons. I think if Spec drops the burst, they may lose that game, because Matt is good with the HR and Thought is very good with a semi. And I think Spec will need to play with the burst if they've to have a chance of going through. So that'll be an interesting game as well. So yeah, good games there. And obviously these guys are going to have to work together, play to the teammates' strengths to try and get through. And then to get through to the semi-final, there's a strong chance that by getting through the semi-final, they may have to play against the semi-final partner in the final as well. So that's going to be really interesting as well. So yeah, looking forward to those. Hope you are as well. And yeah, let's see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.